Hello, dear viewer, and welcome back to Dark Deity on Steam with me, Jelenon at Lunar Nebula Gaming. Time for a rescue mission, probably. We will see. Let's join in to the dialogue. Thanks for coming, everyone. My worst fears have been realized. Varric doesn't have my mother. The necromancer does. How did you learn this? A reanimated soldier approached us as we fled Highridge. A thrall of the necromancer, no doubt. This necromancer goes by the name Akmanos, and he's expecting us at Arrogance Peak in 7 days. If I'm not there, he'll kill my mother. While it might seem obvious beyond mentioning, we do need to discuss the possibility that we would be walking into an ambush. She'd have come for me all the same. Esme did more for me than my own father. Of everyone I know, she deserves to suffer least on another's behalf.
Forgive me.
This isn't easy to say, but we shouldn't go. It's true. It's the obvious choice. If we don't show up, he gains nothing from killing her. They lose a useful hostage and anger their enemies a great deal. We could call their bluff on this one.
That's correct.
Exactly. If we stay, she might die. If we go, she still might die. I would put the odds at a relative equal. On the other hand, if we stay, our mission is unharmed. If we go, we risk losing everything. You're right. I won't ask any of you to come with me. This is my fight and my fight alone. I'm going either way. With all due respect, Irving, you should know that's not fair. Maybe not, but that's how it is. We've traveled across continents with you. We've overcome trials that no one has ever even attempted in centuries. You have to stop acting like this is your journey alone. There isn't a single one of us who wouldn't come with you.
Still.
It's not that. It's just that I have no right to force my personal burdens on the rest of you. We don't get to have our own burdens anymore. We're in this together. I knew that the moment I stepped off that ship in Varroa. Sure, it may be reckless to try and save your mother, but many of us would do the same. And you'd be right there with us, wouldn't you? Leading the charge for any one of us. Many of us don't have families left to save. It's a blessing that you do.
I trust you.
This is our family now, Irving, and we trust you. One of these days, you're going to have to accept that. I do like that they changed Irving's face in between those. I can see that I was abdicating any accountability for my actions. It was unfair of me to pretend you wouldn't join me. You were loyal friends. I'm just here for the good food.
Benji!
You and me both. All but Benji, of course.
I'm lost.
Hey, what did I do? Oh, be quiet, you big oaf. I can't believe you just stole my line, Irving. Yes, well, I guess what I mean to say is it's hard to admit how much I rely on each and every one of you. We rely on each other, Irving. That's how this works. I'll point out, I never said I wanted to stay, simply that we should. The further we acknowledge the danger, the better chance we come out alive. You think I would miss a chance to get Esme back? Not in a heartbeat. We're not doing this because it's strategic. We're doing this because it's right. We're going to Arrogance Peak to give this necromancer a beating he'll never get the chance to forget. I've been waiting to blast that guy for months.
Just like back home.
We're right by your side, Irving. Always have been, always will be. Thank you. I'm honored to know you all. What is an oaf, anyway? Poor Benji. All right. Let's prepare. Oh, we have 12,000 to work with. So we could get 2 weapon plus 4 token things. Okay. We got some talkie stuff. Let's save real fast, just in case I misclick anything. Like previous episodes of you. All right, guys. It's Benji's turn.
Well...
Oh, I'm afraid I'm all out of fresh meat here, Benji. I said it was my turn. Look! What's this? Corn chowder with your spice. Corn chowder and Carmenka. You made this? Yep.
Almost lost you there.
Benji, that's so thoughtful. Wow, this is a really hefty portion. I found a big pot. So you did. It smells incredible. Do you like it?
Hold on.
Well, I'd have to taste it first. Let's see here. Ooh, I'm not usually big on corn, but this is delicious. You've got a real talent, Benji.
Nothing less than the best.
Really? Great. Do you think Sophia would enjoy some? I'd be surprised if she didn't. You didn't put any meat in this, did you? Black Abyss. I forgot. I should add some. Actually, Benji, I know you don't want Sophia to miss out, but I think it's just right as is. Cooking is a delicate craft, you know? You wouldn't want to upset the balance. Good point.
Make haste.
Hey, don't let me hold you back. Better take it to her while it's warm. Alright, here goes. I hope she likes it.
Uh-huh.
Yep, I'm sure she will, man. Man, this is good stuff. Wow. Excellent. Yeah, and if I remember correctly, Sophia is a vegetarian. Or vegan. Or both. Aha. Benji and Brooke. Benji, to be quite honest, I thought maybe I'd seen the last of you back there.
Benji!
Oh no, Benji's the last thing other people see. But Tara won't see the last of Benji Best in Class Jr. for a long, long time.
Black abyss.
You took a pretty good pummeling, though. Then you stood up and shook it off like a wet dog. I've never seen anyone do that. I can only attribute that to my robust training schedule.
You can't be serious.
Come on, what kind of armor are you wearing? Did you have it custom made in Everhearth?
Nothing less than the best.
No. Actually, this armor was my father's. Ah, was he a military man? Yep, fought in the border wars with Nulay. He was a genuine war hero, and where I grew up, everyone knew it too. I see. He must have returned from the war quite decorated. Actually, he never got the chance to earn any medals. He was so dedicated to the cause, he put his life on the line as soon as he could. And now all he's got to show for it is a missing leg. He used to tell me, if anyone asks about my medals, my boy, you just show them this. Then he'd wave his wooden leg in the air or slam it on the table or something. That's certainly a vivid picture. Oh yeah, my dad's not one to beat around the bush.
Whatever you say.
Doesn't sound like it. Well, Benji, I wish you much greater glory at a much cheaper price.
Hey, thanks!
Thanks, Brooke. With any luck, I'll make my family proud, no matter the price. I'm sure you will. Okay then. Benji's dad has a leg to throw around if he wishes. Hey, Rose. I guess I should welcome you back to the outside. Things have probably changed a lot since you last remember them, and not for the better, I'm afraid. Trust me, anything beats being locked up at Dervin. I'm sure. I couldn't believe the conditions when we got there. It's no wonder so many of the prisoners followed us back to Marrowhold. A day in that abyss hole would make just about anyone want to overthrow the king. What about you, though? What brought you here? Circumstance, I guess. Monroe hired me as a bodyguard and assistant of sorts. Can I be honest with you about him? Of course. He kinda scares me.
That sounds right.
Yeah, he's not great at first impressions, but he's pretty harmless once you get to know him. After seeing him fight, I'm not sure that's a word I'd describe him with. That's good to know, though. I don't think you have anything to worry about. Not from him, anyway.
I guess so.
Plenty of other things trying to kill us, right? That's right, which is why it's good to have one more person watching my back. You can count on it. Alright. Yeah, Monroe is quite the character. Oh my goodness. Everyone talks about him at some point, it seems. That 1092 was a good year. You thought you were doing a good job of hiding it by putting it under that floorboard? Are you serious? I was saving that bottle for 10 years! Should have found a better hiding place then.
No chance.
Excuse me. I assumed that the mere fact that it was so hidden would demonstrate to those with access to my stash that I wished for it not to be consumed. Can't say the thought crossed my mind. Tell me you didn't drink all of it. Ruthless woman. Ruthless! What were you saving it for? Not you. Really? What were you saving it for? I don't see how that's any of your business. I don't think that 1092 was my business either. Yet I got into it, all the same. Fine, you wretch. I was saving it for a special person, all right? Happy? I've listened to my crew singing songs about true love for years. I figured one day I might find it.
Fine.
Tell you what, if you find that true love, which I'm not hopeful you will, if I'm still around, I promise I'll buy you a nice bottle of wine. Or you buy me a nice bottle of wine now to replace the one you so unceremoniously guzzled. Then, in 10 years, we'll have an equitable trade.
I don't know.
I think that ruins the fun of the situation.
Whoa there!
Of course you think that. You already had your fun with the situation at my expense. If it makes any difference, I genuinely feel bad about drinking that. I didn't think it was so important to you.
Look, kid.
Here's the thing. When you spend most of your time at sea, every last drop of anything that can alter your state of mind is important to you.
Whatever you say.
Fair enough. Tell you what. Let's take a trip into town and you can pick out a vintage you like. I'll pay for it.
Hmm.
You promise not to disembowel me in an alleyway?
If you insist.
Ah, I promise. You sure you want your protection to be so limited? No, I suppose I don't. Too late. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, for it. Always look at the fine print. Alright. All that stuff about ancient Elvish and the riddle written on the walls of the temple. How did you know all that?
Certainly.
I've devoted a great deal of time to archaic linguistics, the way people communicate, the stories and legends that persist in a culture's collective subconscious. These things fascinate me. Wow. Someday I hope I'll be as wise as you.
Diligence is its own reward.
Knowledge comes with study, but wisdom comes only with time and reflection.
Wow.
How do you reflect? A mirror of sorts. I find it helps to keep a journal. Maybe I should do that. What are you writing it? Poems? Riddles? Occasionally. My thoughts and memories, mostly. I try to, write things down as soon as they happen, with as many vivid details as possible. Sometimes, when I read my earlier entries, I hardly recognize the elf I used to be. So then you've changed a lot. I have, and you'll find that you will too. That's good to hear.
I'm sure of it.
What do you mean? Sometimes it feels like I'm playing catch-up with everybody else, or things go right over my head. I don't want to be a burden on anyone, especially not my sister.
Come again?
Alden, don't be ridiculous. You've made significant contributions ever since your trial at Brookstead. That's more than most of us can say. I guess you're right. Keep your chin up, lad. Own your strengths and guard against your weaknesses. You'll find it's well worth it, trust me. Okay then. Cool. Alden and Brooke. You're very cunning, Alden. I've noticed you putting in the effort to be precise with your spells. Well done. It makes a huge difference. Thanks so much for teaching me. It does seem you could use a lesson or two in discretion, however. Uh-oh, am I giving away my attacks? I do that sometimes. I'm not sure that would explain why I got an earful from your sister the other day. You did? Brooke, I'm so sorry. I promise I didn't tell her anything.
Whatever you say.
I believe you. How did she figure that out? It sounds like she spotted you studying my notes. But how would she know they were yours? She's a well-educated woman, Alden. I'd imagine she can recognize Carmonthian cipher when she sees it. At that point, it's either me or Lincoln. And I don't imagine that's a difficult guess. Trance. She's pretty smart. Gotta give her that. The key is to stay one step ahead of the smart ones. Then you'll have less need for the vital points I showed you, generally speaking. And remember what I told you about using them.
Yep.
That's right. Never on friendly, only on foe. If deep in the ground's where you want them to go.
Can't argue with results.
Cheers. With a memory like that, you could take to teaching this yourself.
Are you sure?
Really? Well, I wouldn't advise it. Not just yet. Wait until you're a bit more experienced. That makes sense. Thanks for trusting me with this stuff, Brooke. I really feel like it's helped me become a better mage. Glad to put my training to good use. I promise I'll only use it when it's absolutely necessary. Outstanding. Okay. Like against a necromancer, maybe? Just saying. You know. Wow. Okay, not many conversations this time around. Let's take a look at our upgrades, maybe. I do want more HP on Sia, I think. If we're going to keep that aspect on her, which I don't think we are, actually, so... Maybe we just need more mastery for people. Since we do want them to engage mostly with people they're good against. I mean, let's be real. And usually they're in groups. So I don't know. Hard to say. Let's take one tier 4 token since we can. And then what do we want to do? Oh yes, we do need healing, actually. We do. Okay. Now let's see. We got some stuff in the convoy now. Emily oysters, crab cakes. I'll get another crab cake for Benji. Faust. Yeah, probably fine, but we'll get you a crab cake. Rin. Let's get you some oysters. You never know when you'll need them. Oysters. Iris. Oysters. Ford. Monroe. We'll get you a corn on the cob. Good sir. We'll do that. Okay. Once we get everybody kitted out, I think we'll figure out what exactly we want. So this should be good. We'll get you some corn on the cob. Fenton. Corn on the cob. You know, I guess it is a good thing they gave us all those holy waters, because we apparently can't buy them. Okay, corn.com. We're getting enough HP now that I think we can do oysters and corn, and that'll be pretty much all we need, I think. Oh, we still need Helena to eat her steak. We have a spicy Garrick over here. Let's sell that blood orange for another corn on the cob. Get some oysters over here. Okay, so everybody should have healing stuff now. We have just enough money to maybe get some more upgrades. Oh man, Shia Nova. Beautiful weapon with a basket hilt, perfectly balanced and ready for battle. I do want to make Caius just insane. Which, yeah, he is. Yay! Okay, so that is done. Liberty, I probably want to get some tier 2 tokens for, maybe. Ren and Ford, actually, we should probably do that. Yeah. Okay. Let's get some more tier 2 tokens. I'll get 3. Okay. And then I think we'll be able to upgrade Ren. Here we go. One more. There we go. And then Ford. So far, this has been a pretty good deal. Yeah. The only question is if Saber or something else would be better, but no, I think we're good. I think we are good. Okay. So that should be it for this episode, dear viewer. Leave a like if you've enjoyed Dark Deity. Subscribe for more gaming videos. Comment below on whether or not we can fill out all of the bond conversations, because it's looking less and less likely to me. But we might have a lot more combat ahead of us, so we'll see. I hope you, dear viewer, have a great day.